Have you ever wanted something so badly that you could barely think about anything else? A promotion, a relationship, a certain number on a scale, a dream house. And you told yourself, once I get there, once I have that, then I'll finally be happy. But then you got it, and the happiness lasted. What? A week, a month, maybe a few months if you were lucky, and then you were right back to wanting something else, something bigger, something different. This is what psychologists call the hedonic treadmill, the cruel trick your mind plays on you. No matter how high you climb, your baseline of happiness resets. The mountaintop you dreamed about becomes the new ground you stand on. And from there, all you see is another peak. We live in a world that worships destinations. Graduation day, the wedding, the promotion, the finish line, as if life is a series of checkpoints and happiness is a reward you collect along the way. But that is not how it works. That has never been how it works. Here is the thing nobody tells you about achieving your goals. The goal was never the point. The point was who you became trying to get there, the discipline you built, the fears you faced, the conversations you had at midnight when you almost gave up, the person you had to grow into. That is the real prize. But we miss it completely. Because we are so fixated on the destination, we forget to notice the transformation happening inside us along the way. We are so busy looking at the map, we forget to notice the landscape changing around us. Think about it. When you learned to ride a bicycle, the goal wasn't really about the bicycle. It was about balance, about courage, about getting back up after falling for the 10th time. The bicycle was just the excuse your childhood self needed to learn something profound about persistence. The same is true now. That job you want, it's not really about the title or the money. It's about proving to yourself that you can commit to something difficult and see it through. That relationship you crave, it's not about finding someone to complete you. It's about becoming someone who can love without conditions, someone vulnerable enough to let another person truly see them. The ancient Stoics had a phrase for this. They called it amor fati, love of fate, not just accepting what happens to you, but embracing it, every setback, every detour, every so-called failure, because all of it is shaping you into the person you need to be. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his private journal, "The obstacle is the way, not around the obstacle, not despite the obstacle, through it." Here's the realization that changes everything. You are not behind. There is no schedule you are failing to keep up with, no cosmic deadline you are missing. The tree that grows slowly bears the sweetest fruit, and the path that takes the longest often teaches the most. The Japanese have a concept called wabi-sabi, the beauty of imperfection, the crack in the pottery that makes it unique. Your journey does not need to be clean or linear or Instagram-worthy. It just needs to be yours. So stop waiting to arrive. Stop postponing your peace until some future accomplishment. You are already in the middle of the most important part of your journey. Right here, right now, in the messy, uncertain, beautiful middle. Because one day you will look back and realize, the best version of your life was not waiting at the finish line. It was happening in every stumble, every doubt, every quiet moment of choosing to keep going when nobody was watching. The destination was never the point, you were.